Om Sahanavavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Garavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Putra Bhashyakrita Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. It is said Yajna means is Bhagavan. Yajna means is in the form of worship. Worship means Bhagavan. We don't worship anybody else except Bhagavan. And therefore, Yajnova Vishnu, it is said. Ijjate ananeti yajnaha. Ijjate means what is worshipped through this. Anything that is worshipped through this is called yajna. And therefore, any prayerful action is called yajna. Any prayerful action is called yajna. Any prayerful action is called yajna. Any action which you do, any action, whether it is a good action or bad action, which you do with prayer, is yajna. When you do bad actions also with prayer, slowly you will come back and do good actions. And therefore, Yajna Vishnu, Yajna Sistashana Santaha. Yajna Sistha means what is left over by Yajna, what is left by ritual. What is left over by ritual means what is the last of the ritual. The last of the ritual is that is called Yajna Sistha. Ashinaha, those who eat, Yajna Sistashana Santaha, Muchate Sar. Muchanti Sarvakalvishahi. They are, if you take the ashes of the yajna, ashes of the yajna are in Kilvishahi. They are indeed liberated from all sins. Sarvakilvishahi. Sarvakilvishahi from all sins. They are liberated from all sins. In the same manner, one has to, any action you do in worship, as worship to the Lord is called Karma Yoga, and anything that you get is a result, is anything that is that comes as a result is the prasadam. And if you take the prasad buddhi, if you take prasadam with prasad buddhi, you are liberated from all sins. Liberated from all sins. Atmakaranath. Those who really cook their food only for themselves, they are not liberated. Agam papa. Agam they eat only punjate to agam papa. They eat only papam. Pashanti atmakana. They only do atmakana. They only cook food only for themselves. They cook food for others also. You eat food and you eat others also. Others also can eat. Then you become liberated from all sins. Ye Pachanti Atmakaranath. Agam Papa. Ye Pachanti Atmakaranath. Annad Bhavati Bhutani. If a person is Annad Bhavati Bhutani, all individuals are born of Anna. Anna is, it is said in Annad Bhavati Bhutani, Pajanyad Annasambhavaha. Pajanyad Annam is born of Pajanya. Pajanya is born. Pajanyad Annasambhavaha. Annad Bhavanti Bhutani. From the Anna, all the individuals are born of the Anna. Their parents take the Anna and then they have their activities, and a woman becomes pregnant, and then a child is born, and therefore we can say Anasahi उत्पन्न होते हैं, अन्न से ही उत्पन्न होते हैं, अन्न से ही उत्पन्न होते हैं। अन्नाद भवति पर्जन्य, यज्ञ कर्म समुद्भव, पर्जन्याद अन्न संभव। Annam is born of Parjanya, and Parjanya is Anna Sambhoha. Yajnad Bhavati Parjanya. When you perform actions with prayerful mind, then you become Dharmika. From that Dharma, Yajnad means from Dharma, Dharmata, Dharmana, Bhavanti, Parjanya. The rain should not come when they should not come in too much. In too much, they should not be too much. There should not be too much rains. If there is too much of rains also, ativrushti ho jayega. Ativrushti cannot help you. Anavrushti also cannot help you. Ativrushti cannot help you. Too much of rains also will not help you. And too much of rains, too less of rains also cannot help you. And therefore, if you, as human beings, as is your thinking, so is the nature's reaction. So is the nature's reaction. Nature is the nature is something that is something that falls in line with human thinking. Human thinking is human thinking. If it is dharmic, then the nature reacts very nicely. Kale versus Vajanya, Prithvi Salne. Kale versus Vajanya means we always pray to God. Let the rains come in time, not after the time is over, not when the time within time. Kale versus Vajanya. Vajanya, let the rains come in time, and that's possible by saying that it should, by thinking that it should in time. It doesn't help. You should be dharmic also. One should be dharmic also. As is the man's thinking, so is the nature's reaction. As is man's thinking, so is the nature's reaction. Vajjana anabhavati vajjanya yajna karma samudva. Yajna is this attitude of doing every action as a prayer is available only in the yajna karma samudva. It is born of action. It is that attitude is associated with action. That attitude is not associated, is associated with action. You cannot perform any action without a right attitude, without a prayerful attitude. And therefore, yajna karma samadvaha. Yajna is worship is only in the form of action. Worship is in the form of action. Worship means worshipful attitude. That attitude is there. That attitude is called yajna. That attitude is called yajna. That attitude without action is of no use. Attitude being a good person doesn't mean doing good deeds. Being a good person means doing good deeds. That is called being a good person. And similarly, dharmic person means following dharma. Doing dharma is what is called Brahmodvam means Vedodbho. It is in Karmakanda, it is said about dharma, about adharma. Or dharma and adharma is in Vedanta also it is said what is right and what is wrong. And therefore, we have to follow dharma. Only keeping in view the self-understanding, keeping in view the self-knowledge. That way, you can survive and you can get knowledge also through karma yoga. You can survive also, you can get through knowledge, you can get knowledge also. Karma Brahmodvam Vidhi, Brahmakshara Samodbhavam. Brahma means here, Brahma means Veda. Brahma Akshara Samudbhavam. Akshara means Param Brahma. Akshara Samudbhavam. Naksharati is Aksharam. Akshara means the imperishable Brahman. The Brahma is born, Veda is born of Brahma. And therefore, in every action, whatever it is, Tasmat Sarvanadam Brahma Nityam Yajna Pratishthita. And therefore Brahman is present in every action. When Brahman is present in every action, and in every action that you do, and it is actionless. That thinks that I am Jiva. It is actionless. It is the Brahman that who thinks that I am Jiva, and therefore the Brahman has to understand himself, and therefore for that he needs to have a good mind, a peaceful mind, and therefore that mind is given by Karma Yoga, and therefore it is said एवं प्रवर्तितम चक्रम एवं प्रवर्तितम चक्रम इस प्रकार के प्रवर्तितम प्रवर्तितम मीन्स इज पुट इन मोशन प्रवर्तितम चक्रम this chakra has been put in motion. This chakra is put in motion. What is the chakra? अन्नात् भवति वर्जन्यः. अन्न से जनता होते हैं, ज्ञान होता है. अन्न से जनता. The individuals are born of anna. Annam is born of Parjanya. Parjanya is born of Yajna. Yajna is in the karma, and karma is in the karma kanda, and Veda. Veda is born of Brahma, and therefore Brahman is present in every action, and therefore Brahman is present in every action. And evam pravartitam chakram nan vartayati yaha. A person who doesn't follow this chakram, this sequence of things, a person who doesn't follow six, agayur indriya ramaha, agayu, his lifespan is only papam. His lifespan is only papam. His lifespan is only papam. Papam. Agayu indriya ramaha. Indriya ramaha means he is attached to sense objects. He is attached to sense objects. Agayu indriya ramaha. Agayu indriya ramaha. His lifespan is only papam. Agam means papam. Agayu indriya ramaha. Manuvartayati. Evam bhavatam chakram nanuvartayati. Anuvartayati. Who doesn't follow. Anuvartayati means follow. Nanuvartayati iha. Nanuvartayati iha means here in this world, human world. Human prapancha. Anuvartayati iha means in this life, a person who doesn't follow this sequence, and he is only eating his life. His lifespan is only a papam. Agayurindra Ramaha. Agayurindra Ramaha. Mogam Partha Sanjivati. Mogam, he lives in vain. Mogam he Partha. Such a person lives in vain. He lives in vain. Mogam Partha Sanjivati. He lives in vain means he cannot get a person who is not attached, who is attached to the sense organs, he will be mithyacharaha. And therefore a mithyachari it cannot have any dharma, any moksha. Dharma karma he cannot do. For dharma karma he has to be a karma yogi, and he has to do all his duties with a prayerful mind, and that is not possible for him, and therefore he is Agahayur Indriya Rama. His lifespan is only a life. Mogam Partha Jivati. His life he lives in vain. Mogam Partha Sajjavati. He lives only in vain. He lives in vain. He cannot he meant for moksha only. The will is by man so that he can survive, he can live and gain moksha and freedom from the body. Freedom from the body. And therefore, yastu atmatreva. Yastu atmatreva. A person who revels in himself, asmara. Yastu means he who atmatreva. He who is atmarati, syad atmatriptasya manava. Atmatripta, he is satisfied with himself. He is satisfied with himself. Such a person, atmanya santushtaha. He is happy with himself. He is satisfied with himself. He is revels in himself. Tasya karyam na vidyate. He has no duty to do. He has no duty to do. If you depend upon things, then you have to do something. Then you depend upon people. You depend upon things. As long as you depend upon things, you have a duty to perform. Those duties have to be done with a prayerful mind, thinking of God with devotion, with Brahmajnanam in mind. Let this Karma Yoga purify my mind so that I can get my knowledge about myself. In this manner, a person must think. Yastu atmanatireva atmanatvrasya manava atmanyeva santushtaha tasya karyam na vidyate. He has no duty. He has no duty. He has no duty. And therefore he doesn't have to do. The rest of the people have to do. The rest of the people depend upon things. And therefore they have to do. Naiva tasya kritena artaha. For him also, there is no extra benefit. His knowledge cannot become enhanced by doing an action. Naiva tasya kritena artaha. Naiva tasya. Tasya means for him. Kritena means karmana. By doing an action. Karmana na artha. Kritena artha. He has no, his jnana doesn't become enhanced by doing an action or by not doing an action. But na kritena kashana. Na chasya sarvabhuteshu kashchidartha vyapashraya. Na chasya kashchidartha vyapashraya. Na tasya and nahi tasya. For him, there is no dependence upon anything. Artha vyapashraya means dependence upon things. He has no dependence upon things. And therefore he has no duty. That is why if you depend upon things, then you have a duty. Whether you are a grihastha or a sannyasi, you have a duty. And that duty is only karma yoga. And that duty has to be done with devotion to God. And therefore, you have to do that duty properly. Kashidartha Pashraya. It does not have to depend upon anything. Tasma Karyam Karma Samachara. Karyam Karma means a duty that is to be done. And Samachara. May you perform all your duties asaktam, unattached to that action. You should perform an action. You should perform an action without any attachment to the result. Without any attachment to the result. He may have attachment to the action. He should not have any attachment to action also. He cannot have any attachment anywhere, in any side. He should not have any attachment. Asakta, so karyam karma samachara. What is to be done, please do it. Samachara means perform. Perform all duties, doing thinking that you are indeed Jiva, you are indeed Brahman, and that has to be understood. And for that Karma Yoga is required. Karma Yoga is a precondition for Jnanam. Asakta nayata tasmad asakta pradam karyam karma samachara. Asakto hi acharan karma. Asakta acharan karma. By performing all the by unattachment, with unattachment, if you do your duties, param apnoti purushaha, param apnoti, he can reach Brahman, apnoti, param apnoti, he can gain Brahma, purushaha, man can always reach Brahman, man can always understand Brahman, he can understand the truth about himself, he can understand the truth about himself if he performs actions, if he performs his duties through non-attachment. Karmanaya samsiddhim astaha janakadaya. Samsiddhi means success. Samsiddhi means siddhi, satyeva siddhi sutta. Satyeva Siddhi. Sutta Siddhya. What is understanding in Siddhi? Siddhi does not mean any chamatkar. So any wrong thing. And the right thing is, the correct answer is, what is Siddhi? Success. What is success? Success means understanding, and understanding one's own existence, understanding what is oneself, understanding what is oneself is Siddhi. Satyasya Siddhi, Satyeva Siddhi, Satyasya Siddhi. What is Satyam? To understand what is Satyam is what is Satyam and what is Mithya. That is called Satya Siddhi. That is alone is Siddhi. Satyeva Siddhi. Karmanave samsiddhim asta janakadaya. Janakadis also karmana. They're doing their deeds, doing their duties only, they gained success. Siddhi, they gained siddhi. They were doing their karmas with their proper attitude. Alone Janakadaya, Janaka, etc., gained siddhi by doing their duties. By doing their duties. Lokasangramevapi sambhashan kartumarasi. And Lokasangra means helping the world. Helping the world. In order to help the world, you always have a choice. There are always people to look up to you, and therefore you are a Sreshta Purusha, and therefore you are a Lokasangrahamevapi sambhashan kartumarasi. Lokasangraham also, at least seeing the Lokasangram that you are doing, you should do karma. If you don't do karma, then Lokasangram also cannot be done. You can't help the world. In order to help the world, you have to put an example. You have to set an example. In order to set an example, you have to perform an action. You are a Sreshta, Nahi Sreshta. Yasmad Acharati Sreshta. Tattadev Yatro Janaha. Tattadev Yatro Janaha. Yasmad Yadid Acharati Sreshta. Tattadev Yatro Janaha. Every Sreshta Purusha does something, and those who look up to him, they are called just as the elder brother. The elder brother is looked upon by the younger brother, and therefore the parents are looked upon by the children. The parents have to be correct. The parents have to be. If they are not correct, if then the whole thing is gone. Then the children also cannot go, cannot become all right. If the parents do not speak lies, they should not speak. If they should not speak, if they should not want, if they do not want the children to speak lies, they should not speak child lies themselves. They should not speak tell lies. And if you tell the child, please tell him, I'm not here. I'm not here. Papa says, in this manner, they will say. The children will also learn how to tell lies. And therefore, just as South Indians look up to North India, North India is their Sreshta Purusha for the South. That's why they see all the Hindi films, Kannada films. Hindi, South Indians see the Kannada films, the Hindi films. The Hindi films, and the North Indians look up to the West to see it as a Sreshta Purusha, as a Sreshta. And therefore Sreshta means as their superior. And therefore the West, whatever rules the West sets, the same rules the North Indians also follow. And North Indians, when they follow, South Indians also follow. जन सहित प्रमाण करते हैं सहित लोग स्तर जो प्रमाण वो बोलता है और जो प्रमाण श्रेष्ठ पुरुषा थिंग्स द सेम प्रमाण लोग सदन वर्तते. The world also thinks the same thing as the Brahmanam. See, the West also doesn't do anything. The West, if the West wastes time, then the North Indians also think that the West is wasting time, and therefore what is wrong in wasting time? In this manner, the North Indians also think. Then the South Indians also think the same way. In the same manner, look at me. I don't have anything not to accomplish. Name parthasti kartavyam. I don't have to do anything in this world. I don't have to accomplish anything in this world. I have accomplished everything. So, Namek Bhartasti Kartavya, Trishu Lokesh Kinchana, in all the three worlds. Nanavaptam Aptamyam. Nanavaptam, Anavaptam. I don't have anything that is not achieved. Avaptamyam. And Nanavaptam Aptamyam is not. What is to be achieved is achieved by me. Is achieved by me. But still I, Vartayavacha Karmani. Still I continue to be in the midst of actions. And therefore, in the same manner, you also have to be, hey Arjuna, you have to be in the action. You have to perform actions. You have to do your duty. You are a Kshatriya. And when you are the Raja, king, the general is being taught by Bhagavan. You are the general, and therefore the general should be doing his duty, and therefore you have to do your duty. When I am doing my duty, I don't have to do, but still I do, and therefore, even if you don't have to do, you can still do, because there are always people who look up to you, and you look up to you as a Sreshta Purusha, as their Sreshta Purusha, and therefore you should do your duties. And therefore, if you don't do your duties, then people will think differently. They will lose interest in action. When you lose interest in action, your survival will be difficult. Your nation cannot be built. You will be gone. You will become a slave under somebody. You will become a slave under somebody. Then when they make you a slave, then they will force you to perform actions. Then you will perform actions. And there is no use of doing that. It is better to be independently do actions. Independence, freely it is better to do actions. It is better to do actions. It is not better. It is not better to do actions. It is better to do actions freely. It is better to do actions freely. It's not better to. It's not good to actions with bondage. Name Parthasya Trishul. In all three words, I don't have anything to perform. There is nothing that has to be achieved that is not achieved by me. Feel me? I remain in the midst of action. I remain in the midst of action. He is giving himself as an example for Arjuna, and therefore he is not giving a wrong teaching. Yadi hyaham navartayam jatu karmani asandrita. By laziness, asandrita means by laziness, if I don't do any karma, aham navartayam jatu karmani asindrita. Atandrita means by doing a tandra. Tandra means atandritaha. If I do atandritaha, if I don't do an action, by being lazy, by correctly, by not being atandritaha. Tandra means laziness. Atandrita means free from laziness. Atandritaha, if I don't do any action, if I don't remain in the midst of actions, atandritaha. People will also follow me. People Mama Vartman Vartante Manusha Pasarvasha. My path alone, the people will follow. The people will follow also my path. This world will be finished. If I don't remain in the midst of action, people will remain. People will take me as avatara, as their Bhagavan. Bhagavan also does not perform any action, and therefore boy should be perform action. In this manner, they may think. In this manner, they think. When they think like this, they will be destroyed because karma one has to do. Karma one has to do. Any action that is not done with prayerful mind, that is not karma yoga. Here, Bhagavan is teaching karma yoga, and therefore you have to teach. You have to stay. You have to remain in the midst of action. Utsidevi Melogaha. This world will be Utsidevi. They will be destroyed. This world will be destroyed if they follow that I Utsidevi Melogaha. Imeloga. I mean, these worlds will be destroyed by me if I don't remain in action, and therefore Utsidevi Melogaha. Nakuryam Karmachedaham. Nakuryam Karmachedaham. Sankarasya Karmachar. When people don't have any karma, any duty to be done, then Varna Sankarasya. There is a confusion in the society. Varna Sankara. Varna Sankara will take place. If I don't do my duties. If I don't do duties, then the whole world will think that when Bhagavan is not doing, why should we do? And Bhagavan himself is not doing. Bhagavan is the Sreshta for everyone. And therefore, when the Sreshta Purusha is not doing any action, why should we do our duties? In this manner, people will think that we will not do our duties. And therefore, Karma Yoga has to be done. In this manner, Varna Sankara will take place. When you have no duties to do, then Varna Sankara will take place. There will be confusion in the society. And the more of it we will see in the next class. Thank you. Purnamadaha Purnamadaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.